What up? What up? What up? Welcome, everybody. Happy Sunday. What's going on, Eric? You're muted.
Oh, I'm muted.
You were muted.
I know.
Extreme improvement. I think that's what everybody always says when you're muted. It's an improvement.
Yeah.
How's
Definitely.
Pam feeling?
She's feeling a lot better.
How's Katie feeling?
Don't know. I haven't talked to her today. Not my
Has
turn.
Has she stayed out of your house?
No.
Girl.
She was trying to bring me the flu too. I really needed the influenza A, really bad, I guess. But it didn't.
You have your system is so good. It cannot penetrate it.
That's right. See, when you're 60 years old, you don't have to worry about that stuff. You just
think it's the ex-cop thing. Cops don't get sick, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Never.
They never got sick. They're always out there planting evidence.
That's right. Just on Minnesota.
Planting gloves. I heard that happen one time. Planted a bloody glove.
I wonder who did that.
I don't know, but apparently it didn't fit. Oh my God. Did we? I can't believe I just went into that, but we did.
Yes,
What's up, everybody? Welcome in. We've got a plethora of people already hanging out. Just for everybody's sake that is watching on YouTube or watching on our website. You can now watch us on our website. You can watch both Chief and I, our streams on our website, and you can watch Cass and Camo on the website. ! Website if you're in our Twitch chat right now. If you're watching from the website, if you're watching from YouTube later, we are live on Twitch. So we do have some interactions that we will every now and then bring up questions from the chat. If you want to be a part of that live chat, by all means, come on and join us on Cass and Camo on Twitch. If you're in Twitch and you want to check out previous episodes, you can check out our website for previous episodes. You can also go to YouTube. All of our previous episodes are on YouTube. We've got some merch building on the website that's going to be expanding. The website's pretty cool. Did we have it last week when we were live? I don't think we did.
No, we brought it on the day after we had the show.
That's right. I think I stayed up until like 2 a.m.
Yeah, I kind of premiered it on. You sent it in my channel the next morning. Remember?
That's right. That's right. But as always, if you're checking us out on YouTube, drop that subscribe, like, and comment. I have not been the greatest at responding to comments on there, mostly because nobody puts a comment. So my track record is at 100% currently, and hopefully you guys make a change and make me do some work. Don't forget, we are brought to you by Texas Select Seasoning. Use code Cast and Camo in all caps. Get your 15% off of all of that delicious seasoning. Can't wait to get my next order. Super excited because then I'm going to make some venison. Ooh, boy. What are you going to make? You going to make anything soon?
Yes. I was going to do a pork butt today, and I kind of held off on it. So I think sometime this week I'm going to do a pork butt.
That would be great. You should stream it.
Yeah, I know. I should.
You should. It'd be fun.
Yeah. So
Texas Select Seasonings, Cast and Camo in all caps to get your 15% off. Also brought to you by our big sponsor, Sea Arc Boats. We got to get in touch with those guys. I know they're busy. They're busy right now. But I think Alex has a bunch of tournaments going on. I think there's a tournament this coming weekend in Illinois. And there's a plethora of outdoor shows that I'm sure they're staying busy with across the country. But we need to get Steve on the show. Steve and Alex, we need to get Alex back, and we need to get Steve on the show.
Well, I was hoping that we'd bring Steve on after we go down and visit the factory and film making the boats from the beginning to end.
Yeah.
Then bring Steve on when we do that. But I don't know. I need to call and talk to Alex and try to get something set up soon.
Yeah, we'll get something. We'll get something on the calendar. It'll be fun. And then our last sponsor, our newest sponsor, Deer 30, based out of Kentucky, Chief's home place right now. And we're going to have Deer 30 on next week, I believe, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. So
yep.
Those gents will be on with us next week. That's going to be fun. I can't wait to hear more about their company and their products.
Yes.
I can't wait to order some of that too and grow some big deer. That'll be fun. That'll be good. What did we do last week? Last week we had wildfires with whiskey.
Yep.
The chief fire putter outer.
Yeah, but not the drinking whiskey.
Not the drinking whiskey. I wasn't paying attention. He may have have had a little glass of whiskey next to him. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, I didn't see that. But he did pretty good, I thought.
Yeah.
For a young buck,
Yeah, he's pushing 20.
Yeah. 19.
20 kids. I think he's up to 20 kids now, 30 wives.
I think he's close to that. Yes. Yeah. I hope he ain't in here watching tonight.
No, he's not. No. He's not. And there he is.
Uh-huh.
There he is. Speak of the devil. And it's now we're to our favorite part of the show. I think everybody's favorite part. It's the fan mail review. Let's switch over to the fan mail.
Did we get another letter from that one guy?
We might have. Yeah, we may have got a couple.
A couple from him again?
Yeah, I saw his email address twice. And now my soundboard's not working.
You got mail.
There it is. You got mail. Everything works so well tonight.
You've got mail.
You've got mail. All right, let's take a look at the first fan email that we got. Dear Cass and Camo, I wanted to make it up to Todd, so I spent some time this week doing a portrait of him. I'll send it in the next email. Sincerely, Jim Bortz. Oh, boy. Well, let's just bring up his second email then. Here you go. Look at that artwork. And I was going to say a bunch of nice things about Jim because he's just got that fantastic news about, partnering with Sitka, which is an amazing partnership for him.
Yes.
And then he goes and does this. Yeah, one word for you, Jim Bortz. Right there. Freaking Jim. The hair's he got the hair. He nailed the hair. And my slim figure. He's got that narrowed down.
Yeah, definitely your slim figure.
Freaking Jim. All right. Well, let's take a look at what our third email is tonight. Dear Cass and Camo. Very official. Congratulations on your new website. It looks fantastic. Whoever did the work must be educated at least at a 4th grade level. I hope it all goes well. Sincerely, GoDaddy. Wow. It's I'm hoping that's GoDaddy and that's not Daddy Bortz under another anonymous email address. He's trolling us hard lately, man.
I'm telling you, I think you're going to get a knock at your door one of these days.
I hope I do. I'd like to shake that man's hand. And if you want to be highlighted on Cass and Camo in the fan mail portion of the show, just email us at officialcastandcamo@gmail.com as it scrolls down across the bottom. But that was fun. Let's go back and look at that artwork again. Look at that. That's a spitting image. Spitting image. And he's even got look, I like how he's got the sun and then the shadow.
Yeah.
The shadow. The detail that Bortz goes to on his sketches and paintings is complete next level. It's phenomenal. Well done, Jim. Proud of you. Now, for real, Jim, I just heard before we started the show that you got that Sitka partnership, the newest member of the Sitka Pro staff. That's freaking awesome. Congratulations. Let's let it simmer a little bit, and then we should talk and see how we can get in touch with Sitka and get somebody on the show now that you're going to have strings to pull. That's great. No, but for real, congratulations. That's awesome. So let's move on to bring in our guests. And before we bring in our guests, we're going to do a little. Oh no, we can't bring our guests in because they literally just disappeared. So we're going to have to dance a little bit. Do we want to talk about, what do we want to talk about?
They're still showing up.
They're back. Okay.
They're still showing up for me.
Okay. I got to get them back into. Okay. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show a little video. They sent me a video, and I think it's a good intro to them. So let's play that video real quick.
We are about 120 miles out of Venice. A little further than what we normally run, but it's where they're biting. That's work. That works.
There they are. Well, I got the names. I didn't know they were going to sit opposite of each other, but we've got Jackie and Maxwell. Jackie, Maxwell, welcome in.
Hi, Jackie.
Hi.
Hi, Maxwell.
And I think we're going to have a little bit of a delay. It looks like a little bit of a delay, which is okay. We'll deal with it. We'll ask our questions. We'll pause to make sure that we can to get the answers. But welcome to Cast Camo. Thanks. First of all, thanks you guys for joining. To give everybody a background, I don't know these guys. My wife knows Jackie because they went to high school together for I think a year, and she's friends with her on Facebook. And once we started this podcast, she kept telling me like, you should have Jackie on. You should have Jackie on. And I kept putting it off. And like, she's never going to respond to me. She doesn't know. She don't know me. But I finally reached out, and Jackie was like, "Heck yeah, let's do it." Which is phenomenal. And the business that these guys have, and we're going to get into that here in a second, looks phenomenal. I love their logo. I love everything that I've seen. I don't love your website, but I think you already know that, right?
We're working on it.
Yeah.
we got a brand new one about to be launched. So yeah.
Awesome. So if you guys don't mind, and I don't even care who goes first, but let's talk like about your backgrounds. Where did you come from? How did you get to where you are today? And then if we can bring it together, of how did the Outdoor Addicts come about? How did it begin?
He's like, I think, well, we both have really great hunting and fishing backgrounds, and me coming from Minnesota and then, venturing back, down here to Texas kind of brought me into more fishing groups. And, I was kind of married into a fishing group and with a household name there. And so it just made sense that now we discovered our kind of an oasis for us. And Maxwell and I, we've known each other for 8 years, and we've done a lot of adventures together. And we actually had one of our very first offshore adventures in Venice, Louisiana. And Maxwell saw huge potential to bring a higher clientele down there that would want to do all inclusive. They get the guys there, they get the people there that want to fish, and but we wanted to kind of put a bigger picture together and tailor some of those fishing trips, because you are at the end of the world. I don't know if you know Venice, Louisiana, but it is the end of the world. And it's also the fishing capital of the world. So it's very underestimated, very underrated. And I think when him and I sat down and talked about creating a brand and wanting to do things out of the gate that would make an impact, especially for Venice, because we only want to grow everything down there and help accentuate that. When we presented our business model, it just took off like wildfire. Actually, we weren't even prepared for it. The need that people want you to have it kind of figured out for them. We put them with the best captains. We put them on the best boats. We put them in the best condos. We give them the best food they're going to have. We do. And that's kind of how we brought it all together. And then Maxwell, we both live in Texas now, but we still live 2.5 hours apart from each other. But we're small town. We're just small town people who like to fish and hunt and fish some more.
Entrepreneurs.
Yeah, kill gators, and why not make a business out of something that would be that fun?
Absolutely. So,
you want to say a little bit?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I mean, if I'm going to retire, why not retire cooking for people, fishing with people, and entertaining people? Seems like a pretty good retirement.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds all right.
Venice, Louisiana is certain times of the year you can catch 200-pound tuna 20 minutes from the marina. Certain times of the year you can catch them an hour and a half from the marina. But there's no place in the U.S. that has the fishery that Venice, Louisiana has. That goes to the inshore fishing, the redfish, the trout, the offshore fishing with the swordfish, the tuna.
Trophy gators.
We have trophy gators. Like, there's no other oasis out there like Venice.
It really is. And it's kind of like the best kept secret. We love bringing new people there. And when we fell in love with it, we try to give them the same experiences that we've had. And our customers are just, they're like, where are we? Like they feel like they've walked into some like Disneyland for hunting and fishing. It's just awesome. And the people are great. The captains are great. The guides are great. It's just, I can't imagine. I'd love to you almost have to just experience it. It really is.
You do. I fished all over the world, and there's nothing like Venice.
Mm-mm.
So are you guys kind of like, as far as the Outdoor Addicts, the business, the company itself, are you kind of the conduit between, let's say, somebody like myself or Eric or anyone that says, hey, I want to do a gator hunt, and they reach out to you, and you are the conduit between that person and who can take them gator hunting?
Yes.
Okay.
You got it. Yep. And not just with them, buddy. We're going to put you with, we've done our due diligence and we've invested a lot of our own time and money in Venice to go experience these captains and to make sure that the people that they represent, our people well and our brand well, and we want to represent their brand well. And we have found the best of the best in Venice to pair them with. And, I think that's important when you're wanting to take somebody for the first time. And, why not have the best time right away?
What stops people from going right to that person? And why go through you?
So they can go through that person if they want. If they're not going to get the all-inclusive value.
I gotcha.
If you're down there and you don't know where to stay, most of the accommodations are houseboats, and if you've been on a houseboat, it's probably like being like sleeps 8, but really sleep 6.
One bathroom
between
400 yards from your vehicle. You got to track everything down there. It's not terrible.
Yeah, it's not the worst situation, but we can definitely bring a more value to your trip. And you're not exactly, where you can just run to the local grocery store and have all the tools you need. And, the fishing, the marina's great. They've got a restaurant there and they serve great food. But we try to bring it to where people don't have a worry. They literally show up and fish with us and not have to worry about finding those captains and figuring out.
There they are. I think we're back.
We all good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
So we can kind of take that worry out on the calendar. And not have to worry about if you pick the right captain or if you pick the right dates or the right condo or the right houseboat or, the meals. We can vacuum seal your fish, which is a huge part of your trip because you get to bring all of those groceries back with you. People can't believe how much fish they get to take home when they come fish Venice. It's coolers of fish. And one thing about tuna, you can't get it wet. You can't. Once it hits water, it kind of damages the meat and the enzymes. It's not something you do when you prep. So vacuum sealing is a very big part of that, and we offer that. So that's kind of what makes us unique is we give them that experience. It's for someone that's never been down there. It's a great starting point.
Well, it sounds like it's a trust thing, right? I mean, like you're saying, I could go and look up gator hunting people to take me gator hunting, but then you have to worry about, is this place I'm staying in a complete shithole? Am I going to get robbed?
Do they even
that
hunt
sounds like
gators?
You guys kind of take that guessing out of it.
We do the best local guys. Like you're talking about the gator deal. Is this guy even going to get me a gator, or are we going to go run?
We lost him again.
Gator lines.
There we go.
Going to get our 10-footer that we're wanting. Like we customize your
Okay.
Now we've lost him.
Yeah. Their connection.
Yeah. It's
is
super bad.
Yeah.
Well, we can. Here's what I think. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna switch over to the other screen. We're gonna go through some other pictures. We can talk about the pictures as they come back.
Okay.
Closer.
Like they're trying to connect.
Well, it's hooked up to my phone, so let me get closer here. Are we any better?
Well, we can hear you and see you, so that's that's a bonus.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good job. I can stand. Good. We kind of got a little bit closer to some better signal,
Okay.
I think.
We would have figured it out. But okay, so yeah, it sounds like the guessing game is taken out of it by you guys. And I would see, and I like this idea because I would much rather trust somebody like you guys that says, come to us, we can put you with the people that you need to be put with. We can put you in a spot that you need, that you can stay in. and we're going to make sure that you're good. And I'm sure things like this exist, but I've not really heard of anything like this. Eric, have you run into anything like this?
Well, yeah, that's what I just ran into in Alaska. Remember when how
true, yeah,
that sets up everything for you. They're not actually the people that you deal with, but they know the people. They've hunted with them, they've fished with them, and they set you up to where you have your motel, your campsite, whatever. All that's taken care of. You can just go through one person. You don't have to keep calling everyone and their brother to get set up for it.
Right. And that's great. And the other thing that, and once we are definitely having some connection issues.
You don't have
but
a
we'll work through
clue whether
the nice thing that comes with that is it's like a lot of these outfitters, and I'm not ripping on outfitters, but a lot of the outfitters you can go to and they're going to have one thing, right? It's, hey, I want to go do this. And that's what you're going to go do. Whereas something like this it gives you kind of a plethora of options. Let's see if I can bring them back in. It's the wrong scene. There we go. Yeah. We got to see you guys' beautiful faces.
We run our own. Well, we run our own. Thank you. We run our own trips too. Like, we don't send anybody else down. Like, when you book with us, I'm cooking for you. He actually, if there's a spot on the boat, he'll go with. If the captain wants another deckhand, they'll have Maxwell go with. Tuna are not the easiest thing to reel in. I think you'll find that tuna are probably the hardest fighting fish in the ocean, and anything it could take you quite a while to reel them in if you're not in shape or you're not like strong enough to stand. I mean, because them tuna, they fight hard.
Were you just hinting at something, Jackie? Are you trying to tell me I'm out of shape? And you're a little worried that I'm not going to be able to reel one in?
I just want to know how.
I don't know. I shouldn't even say that, because like even the most in shape guys had a hard time reeling in. Mm-hmm. I think it's technique and finesse. And I mean, when you're on them, you gotta take every single reel, like every single crank has to be worth it on those tuna.
Every inch.
What were you gonna say, Eric?
Well, I was just gonna ask Jackie, what do you make for breakfast when we come down? Pancakes and bacon and eggs. I mean, oh my,
Oh my.
Definitely.
So we do kind of we do a grab and go breakfast. It's something to get in your bellies right away before you guys head out. And my main thing is the sandwiches. We send some gourmet sandwiches with you on the boat, and trust me, them captains and those deckhands, that's like gold to them. They love when
they'll drive 20 miles to get a sandwich. If
I make extra sandwiches and they're like, Jackie's out here, does she have an extra sandwich? And they will come barter bait. Like, our captains will make them barter for the sandwiches on the boat. It's crazy.
That's awesome.
Triple meat, triple cheese, bacon.
Like it's the Taj Mahal.
Avocado, everything.
You definitely get a bigger breakfast when you go inshore, and typically our clients will do a combo. They'll go inshore, offshore, or go offshore, inshore, depending on the availability of the captain. And so the inshore day, you don't have to start as early, so you'll get up and you're back a little earlier as well. Your offshore day, you're loading that boat at 6 a.m. from the marina, and you're going to catch your own bait. It's quite the experience to have what they do out there.
Is it what is the bait?
And the good thing is
that during February, March, October, it's mullet because you're after 200-pound tuna. During the summer times, it's hornbelly and pokey because you're after 50 to 70-pound tuna. But
sure. Okay.
In March and October, we're wanting to throw a 18-inch 2-foot mullet at a tuna. We're going after.
Didn't even know they got that big.
Yeah.
No idea.
Oh yeah, they get big.
Huh.
They've been catching some giants in the last week. I think their biggest was
238.
238 they brought in.
Wow.
Yep.
They're
How
pushing
far
up on the
offshore?
record. So during
So this time of year is
this time of the year, you could go 7 miles past the river. From Venice Marina to the end of the river is 25 miles. So you're 30 miles from the marina, you can be catching 200-pound tuna. And the worst case scenario, you run out 125 miles from the marina.
That's a ways.
But you're running on a Freeman with quad 300s, 350s, 400s, and
running 60 mile an hour.
It's a pretty quick trip.
Yeah. You take a little nap on a beanbag and you're good to go.
I think you're lying. I don't think anybody's taking a nap on a beanbag on that boat going 60 miles an hour.
In the morning they are.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It's the
Really?
best ride. Morning
Yes.
and evening. Morning and evening. It's the best ride on the boat.
So you're saying the water is calm. It's not like Florida where there's wind all the time.
Some days.
Some days it can be like a lake out there, and I think warmer weather brings calmer water too. But May, June, July, August, the waters are calmer. But right now it can change tomorrow. Like
You may have 6 foot waves tomorrow.
Yeah.
May have fished on glass today and 6 foot waves tomorrow and the next day.
So is it always tuna being targeted, or what are some of the other target fish?
You target wahoo February, March, and we can target swordfish any time of the year. It's just
and red snapper.
Red snapper. You can bottom drop for tilefish, grouper. It just really depends on what you want.
If you see, there might be a white marlin or a blue marlin that is swimming with the school of tuna, and you might see a big school of mahi. They're a little bit more of a action swimmer, like you got to get on them, and so, but they're there.
When they're there.
They're there.
But you got to get after them.
Yeah.
They're the most pretty fish.
Which ones?
The mahi.
Yes.
The mahi are great. They kind of get electrified, I guess they call it. It's they change color as they as they swim and when they're caught, and
feeding frenzy.
It's so neat, and they look like aliens in the water. Like they literally glow. Like their green is so pretty. And you got to get a picture with them right away, or they turn black on ice. Like you get them in the cooler, and they're not that way at the marina. So you got to get your picture on the boat with them, like right away.
Yeah.
And they will whip the shit
and they're
out of
psycho. Yeah. They're like
craziest fish in the ocean.
Like you
they will beat you up.
They go crazy when they get in the boat. You got to like really, really be strong to hold.
Usually from gaff, you go straight into the eye spots.
The captains don't like to stop and take pictures because like a mahi can cause a lot of problems really quick on the boat.
Yeah. Yeah, Eric and I know a guy that got bitch slapped by a carp one time. It was crazy.
Yes. Yeah.
Even carps.
It's about like
get you.
You say carp. So end of July, August, September, the tarpon fishing in Venice is out of this world.
It's so good.
You can catch a 200-pound tarpon.
And that's when? What time of year?
July through September, just right before the cold front hits. They hang around and they head south.
So if you were to suggest to somebody that wants to come down to a beautiful area to fish, what would you suggest is the best time? Because it sounds like between February and October, it's fantastic. But it really kind of depends on what you want to fish for, right?
Yep.
For a first-time fisher, I would say July, August, you're going to catch 60-pound tuna, but you may catch a 175-pound tuna too. The inshore fishing's extremely good that time because the river is usually pretty low. You could catch, you could possibly go tarpon fishing at the same time.
Depends, yeah, because you can catch trout, you can catch bull reds, you can catch flounder, you can catch, sheep's
black
head.
drum,
And those are
there's
all
nowhere.
delicious.
I fished Costa Rica, Florida, Cabo. There's nowhere in the world.
There's
with
even
our
bass
fishery.
down there. Like there's bass fishermen there.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's not what you want to target, though. If you're going to come down to the beautiful place, you got to target something a lot more fun than bass. We can do that up here.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
you got to do the tuna deal, and they got a bunch of bull reds, and so it's fun.
Now, what about? Can we talk? I want to get into gators and nutria for sure, because they're completely foreign. As you know, Jackie, we don't have any gators up here in Minnesota. I don't think they've been spotted in Kentucky, unless you consider maybe Pam could sometimes be considered a gator. Eric's wife, she'll get you. She'll get you. How many gator hunting guides do you guys connect with?
So we have probably 3 or 4 that we like, our top favorites, and there's plenty more than that down there. It's just we definitely have our favorites, and what I mean is, they give them a really good experience. These cats and the guides, they're cool guys. Like, they teach you and they walk you along in what they're going to do, and they really enjoy hunting. They really enjoy doing it. So they're going to go no holds barred on every single thing just to get you that. And I think they enjoy it more than the hunter sometimes. If you're down there, like it's kind of it's not as a long trip as you think it would be. Can you hear us? He's back.
Yeah, go ahead. You're fine.
Yep, you're good.
So what was the question?
Gator.
What was the question?
Gator captains. How many gator fellas or ladies do you connect with? Like, if I want to go gator hunting, how many options do I have?
We only deal with like 3 guys.
3 or 4, yeah.
That's all you need. Like, they're all 3 local, born, raised. They've been hunting gators, pigs, nutrias out of airboats all their life. So there's no need to reach out for more.
There's plenty of gators, but you got to get a guide that knows what they're doing down there for sure.
And do they do it kind of like on the TV shows where they go and bait things and then they go back the next day with people, and that's?
We can do that. We offer a variety of packages. We can run the lines. That's the cheapest package. You get what you catch. You get to pick which one. Say we set 15 lines and catch 12 gators. You get to pick which gator you want out of it.
Sure.
Or we do, let's run around in a boat and you can visually pick it, and we'll shoot it with a silence rifle from a tripod from the boat.
Nice. So I think as long as we're on the picture screen. What's that?
That's more of the trophy gators.
Yeah.
Is what we do that with.
That's how I shot my gators. We saw them on the bank, and I shot them from the mud boat with a 308 on a tripod. Well, I tried to do it on a tripod, but I didn't have much time. So
you don't get in there and wrestle them?
Well, you still sometimes have to wrestle them. If you shoot a gator in the water, you got to take a fishing pole and a big treble hook, and hook it, well, that gator may be dead or it may still be alive.
Right. Right.
Yeah, if you don't shoot it in the head, it's very.
Sometimes it'll have that reel screaming just like a tuna, like, and it's going down the canal and they're pulling the boat, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah,
let's
because
go
gators
through.
they don't float. They
Oh yeah, that's true. That is true.
after you shoot them. Yeah.
Let's go through some of the pictures that you guys have because I think some of these pictures show a little bit about what we've been talking about. So is this a picture of you with a tuna, Jackie? Is that what we're looking at here?
Yes, that's my biggest tuna to date, 168.
168. And that was what?
My biggest,
7 feet tall? Long?
I mean, I'm 5'5", so
60 inches or so.
Wow. Okay, where your hand is
Took
on
me
that
2
yellow
hours.
thing, are those sharp?
The sickles? No. I mean, they're not sharp now.
Okay. They look like they're going to kill you and cut your hand off. But apparently that's not the case.
They swim really fast.
Yeah.
I'd imagine they'd be sharp in open water when they're swimming, but.
And when you bring this in, are you guys the ones that are cutting it up, cleaning it, or how does that process work?
Yes.
Okay.
And our hand. Yep. And we'll get it all into bags, and then like I said, we'll vacuum seal that fish. You're just responsible for bringing your coolers and what you want to take home.
Okay. All right.
We'll shave some off for sushi too.
Yep. You get to eat your tuna that night. So.
You gotta have the sushi.
Fresh tuna.
Fresh
for dinner.
tuna sushi. That guy looks familiar. Is that a that's not a snapper, is it?
Yes,
Snapper.
it's a red snapper.
Wow. I didn't know they got that big.
They get bigger.
They get a lot bigger.
Yeah.
They get bigger? What? Wow. Who knew?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And how far offshore is something like when you're fishing
That's
for
a big
something like
one,
this?
huh?
How far offshore are you?
For snapper, you're probably 10 miles from the river, so 35 minutes from the marina.
Okay, well, that's not so bad. I wouldn't even be afraid of
No.
getting seasick. Those are good
You
eating
can
too.
still,
you
you
can
can
do
still
it in-
see land.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's one of the mahis.
And you notice how black it is on the top?
Yeah. You didn't get
'Cause
your
I didn't
picture
take a picture
taken
with
quick
it.
enough.
Right. I pulled it out of the cooler to get one when we were just getting back to the marina because you can see land behind me.
Yep. And they're still beautiful. I mean, that green is
Oh, they're
still vibrant. And they're
They're the crazy
good.
fish.
they're psycho.
They're
They
the
are.
fightingest psycho. Like if you let that fish in the bottom of the boat, it will whip your ass.
Wow.
That's
Keep on.
You think it would die from the
They
air?
don't
Yeah.
stop. What do we got here? I never want to identify
That's a
fish that I have
swordfish.
no idea what they are.
That's a swordfish.
That's a swordfish. Okay.
Yeah.
I think everything looks like a marlin,
that's-
so I don't know the difference.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's a swordfish. That's a whole nother technique of fishing. But
Is that mostly trolling?
there's some giants out there. No, these are way down. How many feet are they?
Bottom dropping about 13 to 1,600 foot.
Wow.
You got
Wow.
a 6-pound weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long does that fight last?
Well-
it just depends.
Like when they breach, they'll come to the top, the surface, and then once they kind of break their leader, they call it. There's a leader on it, and once it kind of breaks free, it thinks it's free, like it thinks it's not hooked, and then the fight's on.
So you have a 100-foot leader with a 6-pound weight. So when that fish is coming up, it thinks that weight's below it. So whenever you get it up to the rod, you have to disconnect it. And then that fish is like, oh, I'm free. And then it'll go doing its acrobatic stuff and going all over the place.
We did just get a question from someone in chat, and it was meant to be a kind of a trolling question, meaning he's trying to make fun of Eric. But it's actually, I think it's a pretty good question. And he's talking about electric reels. Do you guys use electric reels, or do the captains use electric reels for anything like that?
When we're sword fishing, we use electric reels, but we don't bring them up on electric. They're electric manual. So when we're fighting the fish, we're fighting it manual. But if you don't get a bite, we bring it up with electric because it's
that way
1,600 foot.
Yeah,
you'd be reeling forever.
Yeah, exactly.
And we do the electric reels on the red snapper sometimes too.
Okay.
If we're fishing,
that's a big boy.
3-4 foot.
So when we're looking at this fish, is it the length of the sword that makes it? Like, what do you first of all, what do you measure from? Do you measure from the tip of the sword? Do you measure from the mouth? Does it matter?
Sword. Looks like a sword.
Yeah, typically your billed fish are from bottom jaw to tail split.
Okay.
So from the bottom jaw is way shorter than the top because it's got a sword on it. And then to where the tail splits off.
That's
where all your...
Are these good eating?
Good.
Yes.
Swordfish? Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Amazing.
Awesome.
I don't think I've ever had it.
Go into any fine restaurant and you'll pay, I don't know, $75 for a swordfish platter.
Wow. And I'm going home with that
it's
swordfish. Is that what you're
delicious.
saying? That'd be great.
Yeah. We take everything home.
It's another big ass tuna.
We vacuum seal it.
This is Nick Campos' fish.
We vacuum seal it. That's a big yellowfin tuna.
Yeah, Corbin and Nick got that one just 2 days ago.
Oh, really?
Today.
Yeah, they're on the side piece. So their boat's named the side piece.
I mean, that's fitting.
I can tell what boat they're on. Isn't it right with Venice, or is he with?
He's not with them.
Oh,
anymore.
that's right.
But
they just caught this one 2 days ago.
Wow.
My boat's gonna be named Must Be Nice because I've been self-employed all my life, and everybody always says, "Oh, it must be nice to go on that trip. Must be nice to go on that trip." So, and it pisses me off. Oh, it pisses me off.
All right, so here's a great transition to these furry, weird-looking things that
Rats.
we just don't know what they are.
They're rats.
Nutria.
Yeah, the
Swamp
nutria.
rats.
And I would assume when I'm looking at 3 wheelbarrowfuls, there's really no limit to when you're out hunting these things. It's just shoot as many as you can, I would assume.
On that weekend, yes, it's shoot as many as you can. Typically, if you booked a trip, you can shoot 5 per person. But that's a nutria rodeo.
Roundup.
They're an invasive species. I think it's about 10,000 acres a year they destroy.
Oh, so it's like hogs.
So,
so,
identical to hogs.
And the state promotes rodeo. They call them a rodeo or roundup like this, so that they can get basically using hunters like us to go have fun, but it's also conservation to their state.
They have a $6 per tail bounty
if you have a trapper's license.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But if you just came to Louisiana to nutria hunt, you can kill 5 per person.
Okay. That seems like that would be pretty easy to do.
There, we try to get you. Yeah, and while we're out there, we would try to kill you a hog or 2.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, it looks like there's one right there. Does that have? Oh, well, you probably can't see it that well. It's one of the pictures that you sent me, Jackie. One looks like it only has one tusk right in the middle.
He has two.
Okay.
I don't know.
Me and Reno.
Yeah. I have that skull. Yeah, he has two.
Oh, you do. Nice. Do some hog
He was a
hunting.
big
There's
one.
the airboats. How fun are these things to ride in?
Awesome.
Are you ever afraid that you're going to get thrown out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a possibility.
The way you both reacted, it sounds like both of you have been thrown out at one point.
We've just had captains that get pretty eager and they'll get into some places maybe they shouldn't have. They're good captains though, and so that they're pretty good at maneuvering when stuff does go wrong. But if you didn't know how to drive one of those things, you can do some damage.
You're more than likely you're not gonna get thrown out, but you may have to get out and push the boat sideways, back and forth to get it.
Wait,
because the airboats can go on land and water.
Yeah.
But some of that green grass down there in Louisiana is what do they call it? Cow's tongue. It's just the airboat goes to run across it, and it's
breaks.
It sticks.
So here's another question from somebody in our chat. The question is: are trips like this beginner friendly, or should somebody have a certain level of proficiency in order to come down and book with something with you guys?
Beginner friendly.
We're always beginner friendly.
Absolutely.
We'll let you know. We'll let the captains know. Hey, it's your first time. We're never gonna stick you out going offshore 150 miles in 8-foot seas your first time.
Can we pay extra to send somebody out there like that?
Because we want you to come back. So
your diehards, the captains will tell you hey, we can go, but if the captain says no, it's over. You don't want to go out there if the captain doesn't want to go.
If he says but, then
you
don't want to go.
But your beginners, they know. So, but anybody can come do this. I'm telling you, anybody can come do this.
But if we had you booked offshore, we can 100% get you out on the inshore trips.
Yes. Okay. If there's a guide available.
If your trip cancels on the offshore, we can get you inshore. 100% of the time.
Makes sense. This looks like a big wahoo, and this one they just caught recently too, right?
Yes, that's Steven. That's on Go On Charter.
Yep. Wahoo, 74, 78.
Giant. And they are excellent eating.
It's the best eating in the ocean.
Is there really anything that comes out of the ocean that's not edible?
Jack Crevalle.
Well, true, they're wormy.
Catch them. Yeah. I don't know if a lot of people eat. And we don't really eat the cat. There are some good catfish down there, but I don't know. The black drum we don't.
Big black drum we don't eat. Jack Crevalle's.
And some people like to eat shark, but we only eat the makos.
Yeah.
So
makos, and I don't know what the other breed of shark is, but most sharks piss through their skin. They don't have a bladder. So the makos do have a bladder. And there's one other shark, but we don't ever catch it, so I don't know the name of it.
And we don't eat the nutria, but we'll eat them gators.
The nutria are really good eating.
Oh, they are not.
Oh, absolutely. Gordon Ramsay's got a whole show on it. Gordon Ramsay.
Uh-oh,
lost him again.
I'm not eating a rat. I'm sorry. I know.
Yeah. I think Sarah said Maxwell be trolling. He's pulling our leg. I think he's had the level of Coors Lights that Maxwell's had tonight would make Nutria taste good. I think that's where we're at.
Hey,
he's like, I don't know.
Chef Ramsay, If Chef Ramsay did a host show on it, I think they're worth tasting.
Yeah.
I'd
taste.
if we're going down to Texas, Eric, and we're gonna have Wild Bill cook us raccoon, I would definitely try Nutria.
Right. Yeah. I would taste it.
I would try Nutria way over raccoon.
I would not eat a raccoon either.
Yeah, I don't want to.
I think it's all in the technique of cooking, Jackie. You know, I think it just depends.
All right, so we got 3 more
saying
little videos
if you cook
here.
it long enough,
Speaking of Nutria, so this is a Nutria toss. That's what you're telling me. So it's a competition of how far you can throw Nutria. Competition.
Yeah.
I can tell you that guy did not win. His technique was awful. He had no momentum going.
Yeah, they don't really coach you on this. After the Nutria Rodeo, they line them up and they do the females and they do the males and they have different divisions and you can win money.
I would think you'd want to do this like a shot put, like a spinning around twice and then launching it.
Yeah, by the end of the day, though, I don't think you want to spin too much. You might have had a few brewskis and throw one into the crowd.
That's true.
We had a Dodge pickup get hit 4 times last year.
It sounds like that guy's problem. You shouldn't park so close. Yeah, park further away.
Oh my God! But the rats were going beyond the people. Like the rats were going way up into the crowd and hitting them out in the parking lot.
Ugh. Gross.
4 times.
This is how excited I was after I shot that gator.
That's my gator.
That is. So you shot him right between the eyes. Well, kind of. Looks like.
Look at this.
That's where he told me to point it.
That was such a
Are you using what's the caliber? Are you using a 22 or what are you using?
alligator hunting.
No, that was a 308. Silence 308.
This is my gator. I shot this.
And is this the one that? Okay, let me go to the next video. This is the same gator?
That's the same one.
God, that thing is massive.
480 pounds, I think he weighed.
488.
488.
Did you shake his hand? Oh, we got some gator ween going on. It's
he was a male.
Yeah.
He identified as a male.
He identified as a male.
I think he definitely identifies as a male.
They're very prehistoric. I mean, they literally are dinosaurs. Touching it was, I guess, a whole nother level than hunting it. Yeah. You get kind of like, you're intrigued by them, but to actually touch him, it was unbelievable. Actually, like that was the best part is actually like running my hands down that middle of his back, and his head was so freaking big.
So like, what did you do with that? I just
could not believe how big. So I've got him treated. We have the skull mounts, but we have the hides all treated to do a full mount. I just have nowhere to put him right now.
I'm afraid to even ask what a full mount of a 500-pound gator would even cost, right?
We just...
Yeah, I think you're
right. Probably 5,000 to 6,000.
Jackie, real quick, are they edible? I mean, I know the tail is, but is the other parts very edible to eat too, like a shoulder or
the cheeks?
The jaws and the tail are the best meat.
Okay.
How do you make it?
Oh,
Cube honestly, it up, fry it.
It's some kind of art. Like, I swear, we tried it one time and it was not very good, but we got some Cajuns to do it for us, and
it's great. Yeah.
It's great.
They just cube it up and fry it.
Yeah.
Batter it, fry it.
Batter it and fry like a beer batter, just like a fish.
Correct.
And it tastes like chicken.
No.
Oh.
I don't
it doesn't taste like chicken. All right.
No.
Well, so we've been
got a
dropping
different
your
taste.
guys' website in our chat the whole night, so everybody can check them out. I'm gonna do it again. We got !addict. I think that's what I put it as. I can't even get my own commands right. It's addicts. There we go.
Yeah, our Facebook is much better. I'd rather people go to that than our.
And I think
Website.
that's what I put in there. Thank you, Sarah.
Oh, okay.
Apparently my stuff
It's
is
like a
broken.
third grader made our first face, our first.
We had to put something
website.
together quick when we first started. Like I said, we blew up. I mean, it was client after client after client. We booked 32 trips in less than 2 years. And we didn't even have our own condo. We didn't have nothing. We kept driving back and forth just to go do all this. And it just was massive. People were just wanting to come and fish, and it took off. So we know that when we do start this out of the gate again, that we're going to be living almost there from February to October in Venice.
Makes sense.
Wow.
Totally get it. Well, if y'all are looking for quite some adventures between hog hunting, gator hunting, nutria hunting, giant ass fish fishing, and you want a spectacular, I've seen some of the pictures of the food, Jackie, and I could have swore those were like ordered from a restaurant, a catering company, but those were all you?
Yes.
I haven't even eaten Jackie's food yet, and I can tell you it's phenomenal just by how it looks. It looks like a 7-star hotel. It looks amazing.
100%.
Yes.
100%. Yeah, looks like Maxwell's agreeing. 100%. Y'all go
Yeah,
check them
my
out.
belly's agreeing too.
Sarah's dropping
My
the
belly
link to the
agrees, too.
website and Facebook again. That's fantastic. Eric, do you have any final questions for the two amazing guests?
I just want to know when we're going to go down and just eat. Jackie, you just cooking for? Can we do a trip for eating? You know, I mean, just come down and you cook for us. I mean, that'll work out great.
Bullshit. You gotta come real on one of them tunas.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
you got to get in the action.
I'm definitely gonna be
To
hitting
get the
Maxwell up
food,
and
you
saying,
gotta reel on a tuna.
See, when you
What-
get my age, you just worry about food anymore. You know, you just,
that's
I've got all
that's
the
true.
kids.
We'll have food on the boat.
I just didn't.
Hey, you think you're all different. If my husband can do it, your husband, or you can do it.
My husband could do
Yeah.
that. It's good.
I'm his husband. I'm his
He's
work
60.
husband.
You said you were 60. You're not even that
Yep.
old.
I'm not 60.
No.
He's-
He's younger than me.
That's great. Well, I want to thank you guys for coming on the show with us. We were excited to talk and look at. I mean, these pictures are awesome. Gators, nutria, things that we've not even come close to touching on the show before. And I seriously, guys, give these guys a look. How are you guys booked out? How far are you booked out?
So we just started doing our offshore trips. A lot of the gator season isn't till when's the month? September.
End of August through
Okay.
October.
So, and we have land down there, and with our land, we get 5 gator tags that we can get more tags, but we try to fill our tags first. And so really anybody can start booking right now. It'd be to get the prime dates, you should be booking right now.
Okay. All right. Well, definitely, I'm gonna check it out. Maxwell, look out! I'm coming after you. We're gonna try to set something up.
All right. Come on. Let me know.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for hanging out.
The
Again, check
200
us out on
pounders are
YouTube.
biting right now.
Cast and Camo TV on YouTube. Check out our website at castandcamotv.com. All of the links for the Outdoor Addicts will be on our website as well. I'll post it in the YouTube. We'll put it on there. What just happened? Oh, okay. So we can't do that.
Oh, you have to leave that one.
How do you do that? See,
Click
this is
leave up the top.
cancel.
Yes. Yeah. There you
All
go.
right. All right. You guys don't worry. I'm struggling. I'm on the struggle bus right here. I know exactly where we're gonna go. Okay. See, on Twitch we do this little thing called rating, and the person I was gonna raid just ended, so I had to find somebody else.
Oh no.
and probably picked a terrible option there too, but we're just going to roll with it. We're just going to roll with it. It's another podcast. They're actually huge on YouTube and they're pretty funny. I have no idea what they're talking about tonight, but I'm sure it's something fun. So at least follow or give them a follow or take out a listen, and we'll see everybody next week.
Hey, everyone, have a great night. See y'all tomorrow. Have a good day.